I'm Maggie Reed. I'm a sergeant with the Hilliard Division of Police, and today we're going to talk about the physical fitness tests so you know what to expect and you can be successful. So there's 3 exercises for the test. It's going to be sit-ups, push-ups, and then the 1.5 mile run. It's important that you go to our website before so you can know what your standard is based on your age. For the sit-up portion of the test, the student's going to start down on the ground, shoulders on the ground with your hands locked behind your head. So during the test, it's important that your hands stay locked together and behind your head. If they start to come unlocked, those ones aren't going to count, and we'll get into that. So the evaluator is going to hold down at your ankles, and they can even go on your feet to give you a little more weight to hold your feet down. And then the evaluator will say, go ahead and begin. You're going to come all the way up, and when he comes up, he's making sure his elbows break the plane of his knees and back down. That counts as 1, 2, 3, 4. If at any time his hands start to come unlocked, the evaluator is going to keep repeating your previous number, 3, 3, and we'll let you know that those ones aren't counting and to lock your hands. If you need to rest, make sure you do so in the up position, keeping your hands locked behind your head. If you lay down flat on the ground, the test is over at that point. A lot of people, when they get tired, have a tendency to thrust their hips in the air and do what we call a hip swivel. So these also don't count, and your evaluator will remind you, make sure you keep your hips on the ground the whole time for those to count. For the push-up portion of the test, the student is going to start down on the ground. So you're going to have your feet together, resting your chest on the ground, and your hands will be just a normal width apart. So when it's time for you to begin the test, whoever's evaluating is going to say, everybody up. You'll get into an up position. Make sure you keep your back straight, stay in this position, and don't put your knee down. If you put your knee down, the test is over. It'll be just a second, and then we'll be ready to begin the test. Whoever's evaluating will put their hand right under your chest, and we'll say, go ahead and begin. When we say begin, you go down, make contact with the fist, and come back up. That counts as 1. You'll do as many as you can in a 1-minute period. Now, if he starts sagging his hips really low, these won't count. We'll tell you don't sag, that doesn't count, those won't count. Or if he has his butt piked up in the air and he's going down with just his chest, these also won't count, and whoever's evaluating for you will tell you. If at any time you put your knee down, the test is over at that point. And if you need to rest, make sure you rest in the up position with your back straight. If you put your butt in the air, that means the test is over. You have to keep your back straight when you're resting in the up position. The final exercise of the test is going to be the 1.5 mile run, and this will happen after the push-ups and sit-ups are completed. So after those exercises are completed, the evaluator will give you some time to stretch, warm up, and prepare for the run. So it's important when you prepare, you need to make sure you're prepared to run on a gym floor inside or outside on a track, but the test will not be completed on a treadmill. Once again, make sure you check the standards on our website so you know what your run time should be based upon your age. You have to pass all 3 exercises to pass the physical fitness test, and this is one of the first steps to wearing the HPD badge.